Okay, so I'm sorry about this. I kind of only just started to think that I might as well video this and show you what I'm doing. So on this one, I've kind of got a lot of it done, and I'm just going to blacken this and then take the mask off. So what I'm going to do is when I get to do this second one, which is a different image altogether, I'll set up the camera and I'll do it all properly. At the moment, I'm just on the phone. I don't even know whether this phone's going to be able to work on my laptop, but I'll see if I can download it, and I'll definitely bring you in on the next one. Okay, so bear with me, and I'm glad you can join me, and a bit of a quick introduction, but and see how they turn out. Okay, thanks, bye. Hello and welcome to Airbrush Ways. This is just an afterthought of a painting that I'm doing for a friend of mine down the road. Basically, two old milk churns that he's brought up to me, and he wants two certain images putting on there. One is the horse that you can see here, and the other one is kind of a tribal image of a motorbike. And the two of them, I did the first one, the tribal image of the motorbike, and it was only halfway through I thought, oh, actually I might as well film this while I'm doing it. So this is the second one, and this is the whole process through, just in case the stuff that I put on my phone for the motorbike doesn't actually turn out. So as you can see, what I've done, an A3 sheet of paper, I've drawn the horse on there, I've put a centre line so that I know when I put this on the milk churn that it's going to sit in the right position. I also know that I need a 2-inch gap at least at the top, and this is going to sit somewhere near the bottom, so I know this is a fairly decent line that I'm going to work off, and then this is the horizontal. Anyway, so we'll get into it and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. I'll try and explain as I go along. Somebody was asking me about what kind of masking I used, Gary I think it was, and basically I've had this for ages and I don't seem to be able to find it anywhere else. It is like a paper, it's transparent and it's fairly low tack. So what I'm going to do is, you'll see in a minute, I'm going to put it on here, I'm going to draw around the horse so it's then on the stencil. I'm going to take it off the paper and then I'm going to put it onto the milk churn and leave that then as the stencil, cut out around the pieces that I need to cut out and start spraying. So here we go. I'm going to turn it round first, it'll make it a bit easier for me to lay this paper down without too many mistakes. Roughly about there. This is really old paper. I wish I could find more like it. If anybody knows of a supplier, I thought it was Frisket low tack paper, but I'm not certain. Anybody who can help me with that, I'd appreciate it. It is getting fairly low, although I've had that about 10 years. So first thing is try not to get it all sticking together. Make sure that I've got the image exactly where I want it, and then I'm just going to use this. Okay, that's not perfect, but it'll do. So the next job, I hope you can see this on the camera, is I'm going to get the pencil and draw around this image. Okay, I think that's basically what we're looking at. We can always start to add a bit of something. There's not going to be a lot of detail in this, as I said. So the next job is I'm going to take this off the paper and put it onto the milk churn. Okay, so I'm going to take this off and see if we can get it onto the milk churn without any mishaps. You can see this comes off fairly easy considering. Okay, and I don't want this to all just curl up when it comes off. Just be a bit careful with it. Get that out of the way. So now, bring the milk churn in. Okay, hopefully you've caught that on there. So now we've got the image. I'll just see if I can zoom in so you can see it. The next thing is to start to look at the image on the phone and start to cut out the pieces that I'm going to paint black. I'm going to try and do this similar to the motorbike that I've just done, but on the other milk churn, but with a little bit more detail, not quite as harsh. Okay, so I'm going to move you back round and we'll get on with it. Just before we go on to that, the actual milk churn came to me with a primer, an all-purpose metal wood primer. So what I did then, when it came to me, I sanded it down to get rid of a lot of the rough bits, and then I used this Autobahn Sealer clear, transparent, and together with the this is a DeVilbiss SRI Pro Light Micro. It's a 0.5 nozzle, I think, HV5, which I used then to put 3 good coats of this over this all-purpose primer, because I just wanted to make sure that when I started to put the auto air on here, that it didn't actually react to the base primer, which I didn't know what it was. So that kind of covered me a little bit. Okay, so the next job now is I'll pull the image up on the phone, and I'll see which bits I'm going to actually end up cutting out. So that's the image, and although it's actually a nice horse there, I'm not going for that look. I'm going for more of a contrast of black and white. So we'll start off by cutting out the black bits and then take it from there, which at the moment is definitely all this bit here. So with that done, what I'm now going to do is just protect these two edges from overspray. So that's going to go there. This is going to go here. And then we'll take the rest of it up and start peeling the mask. Okay, so now we're going to start to take this off, and the black bits are going to be painted in. Finally, time to put in some paint. I'm using the Iwata HPCH, which is this lad, and we're going to now put in some semi-opaque black, which is what we need to fill this spot with now. Just check it. Okay, I'm going to start filling in. I'll just check the reference, because I know there's a couple of lighter bits in this. I'm not going to be too particular. Okay, so now I think I'm going to take the rest of this mask off. Okay, so that is enough. Not major detail, like I said, but enough to look the part. So now I'm going to strip all this off and see what we've come up with. I might have to just put some tiny little bits around the edges just to soften up the stencil line wherever we feel like it. But apart from that, and luckily no overspray I can see, which is good. See, this mask seems to be fairly okay. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll turn it around a little bit, you get a better view of it. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm Jack, this is Airbrush Ways. As I said before, if you've already subscribed, thanks very much. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Speak to you soon. Bye.